All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to do a bit of a biography on myself, so on Marco, okay? So, Marco's origins. Now, Marco is very much like, Marco is, obviously, I have a real name, and Marco is not my real name, but Marco is very much like, I don't know, I never expected myself to perform. I never, as a child, I was very, very shy. I think what happened was my parents were super, like my dad was very attractive and was a performer, so I think people just expected me to take on that role afterwards. And I really didn't think I was going to. I mean, I had no way of doing that because I felt like I was very shy at that time. And so when I was very shy, I just was like very much hesitant to do anything. And so when I became an adult, it was only until you could proclaim yourself and do things for yourself, like YouTube and TikTok, when I really took my mold of performing as a performer. Now, um, beauty is something that I've always known because my mom was very beautiful, and my mom never liked makeup and stuff like that, um, because she got in trouble when she was 12 wearing makeup. So she never really wore makeup. So she was like she was really cute. My mom was super cute. So I had like really good parents. My parents were really good. Like my dad was busy working while my mom was a homemaker. And so my mom was such a good person. Like honestly, like my mom was so good to us. It was crazy. Like she wanted everything for us, and she did everything for us. Like she was like so nice. She was like the greatest mom ever. She was like the best. So like for me, growing up, I always had a mother. Like I lost her at a young age, but not too young. So I got to really enjoy her being around, and she was really really good. Like she was amazing. Like I mean, most mothers wouldn't even compare. I mean, there's lots of good mothers out there for sure, but my mom was like the best. She was like so nice. All my friends liked her. All my friends really liked her, and so she was really really good. So it just goes without saying that I would turn out really well. And my dad was great too. Like my dad was a performer. My dad was very much like my dad was very much like I don't know, like a happy performer. Like he was always so happy. He performed like crazy. He was always performing, and he performed in huge venues. So I mean, for me, growing up like that and not being rich, because my parents were not rich, even though we grew up where they performed in big venues. Like my dad performed in big venues, but he never got money for those venues. Like he should have got a lot more money than he was paid, but he never got any money. They just gave him a meal or something, and I was like, oh my god. So it was really sad to see growing up, and so like he was really really good, super popular. He drew big crowds, but people just didn't give him the what he deserved, and he was always poor, like always poor, and that was really upsetting for me to see because I knew deep down that I wanted him to have a lot of money because he was so good at what he did. Now, now Marco is very much like Marco didn't think he was going to perform. Like Marco really didn't think he was going to perform. I had tried modeling, I had tried acting a bit, I tried entering movies, I tried doing different things, and I was so nervous. It was crazy. Like it was almost too much. So it was like there was no point in doing this if I'm that nervous. And they never hired me because they saw how nervous. Like I had reactions, physical reactions, to how nervous I was. So they couldn't hire me. They had no choice. Even though I was perfect for the job, like I looked really good. I was like the next John Travolta, they said. I was the next Tom Cruise. And I was really, really good and I looked super good, so people just automatically assume I'll be good. So when all that happened, I auditioned for America's Got Talent. I dated a celebrity. I did audition for RuPaul's Drag Race, Dungeon or Dragon's Den. I auditioned for, and there was some interest. Definitely, some of these people wanted to see me take the next step, but I really was so nervous. And so, the really beautiful thing about YouTube and TikTok is you can make your own way without anybody's approval, without anybody's getting in the way. So it's really really nice. So anyway, that is how my origin started. I was very much not really someone that was going to make it, in my opinion. I really didn't think I was going to make it. Anyway, totally enjoy the show, darlings. Bye. Bye, everyone. My biography, darling.